So tell me about the background of this show, Olan. You've been thinking about it for a long time.
The idea was to have a show with a single powerful motif. And the dolmens represent, for me, aspects of Irish culture and landscape which have been made by the people of Ireland and has lasted through the course of time. A big motif allows the artist to play with colour, tone and emotions to a large extent. So the dolmens, although they're relevant in themselves, also carry a personal charge for me.
Did you make the work on site?
I would have photographed and made sketches and then brought them back and finished them in the studio. That can be a very liberating experience because you're not tied in to the atmospherics of the day, but you can reinvent the entire piece. I try and parallel painting with music, so colour becomes emotion and carries a kind of a feeling with them. So I was trying to generate various moods that reflected my own state at the time, but also helped to define the place or give it a particular character.
You work in primarily two different idioms here. You're looking at sort of realism and then you're looking at an abstract aspect. Tell me about the abstract.
The abstract elements come in on a more personal level. A good example, for instance, would be the tilting of the stones. The sense of within and without are as important today as they always were. That we have a private internal self and then there is the external world. And how do we bridge the gap between the two? It is a dilemma that faces every individual. So I do feel that in a post-Celtic Tiger neoliberal world, that Irish culture and Irish values are being undermined by being unspoken. It's almost like now that we are in the 21st century, all that we presume to be Irish is redundant in a kind of a neoliberal Europe. And that a sense of nationhood, a sense of belonging, and a sense of place interfere with EU directives of making capital regardless of any other criteria. You become a creative person in a neoliberal society if you generate income. You are not a creative individual in a neoliberal society if you don't generate income or revenue.
Tell me about the process.
Many would have been worked on over a similar period of time. The cliffs of Moher have a similar coloration but completely different structure. And a lot of it is about playing with shapes. The cliffs of Moher Paisley, for instance, the whole sea swirls in a paisley pattern. And you can actually see the history of the pattern that is paisley by the action of the water in the sea. The other one has little dolphins leaping around in the water that you don't see, but they're in the shape that you really have to struggle to find. The Pool na Brone ones, they came as part of a series as well, where it was an attempt to represent different moods of the place. The one after the rain, the dome went from being closed and um, completely enveloped in the weather, being suddenly released and smiling again after the rain had left.
Finally, what would your favourite piece be? What are you most proud of in this show?
My favourite piece is this one, Drumbeg Stone Circle at the back. The colours are very intense, and I would not have thought that those colours would have worked well together. But to me, they resonate with a kind of a zing to it.